Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. So I definitely wanted to touch on regarding of the follow-up or a next Mass Effect game. Now, to be honest with you, while looking through all the information regarding of the follow-up of the Mass Effect game, we actually do not know how far it is along as well. Now, there are some speculations that perhaps it will be coming out sooner rather than later in terms of like 2026, 2027, but there's a lot of argument going on that nope, this seems to be that this game's not even out until 2029. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, not ridiculous that, okay, we should not expect it by 2029, but the ridiculous part that we have to wait for so long, and yet having that kind of the audacity to tease this game that was not even in pre-development, and yet they're just trying to market it already. And yet again, they're also making a teases regarding of the follow-up of the Mass Effect with this kind of look, 30 seconds look towards this character more or less that actually looks dope as hell. In fact, I really like the look and the aesthetic of the the wear that's got like going on for it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, well, Destiny in some ways. Interesting. And actually, if you guys did not know, you can get the Mass Effect N7 Day 2023 lithograph. And I actually ordered it for myself, and this genuinely looks awesome. I cannot wait to just hang out on my wall and look at it. It's incredible, beautiful design. I hope this actually will be the main character that we get to choose to play as. Now, it's obvious that this is a female character, and you know how Mass Effect kind of goes about. You can choose a female or a male character. Personally, since I'm a male, I prefer to play as a male, obviously, in my case. But yeah, still, it looks awesome. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I'll actually do a little bit of unboxing, showcase a little bit as well of this. It should be coming out sometime in the middle of November. That's when I should be receiving it, but I do not know. I believe this is actually coming from America, so it's going to be a while since I'll get it, since I'm based in Europe. So I do not know if it will be delayed or anything like that. So now let's get back on track regarding of the Mass Effect that presumably will be coming no earlier than 2029. Absolutely insane. So there's a little bit of an article I definitely want to read out from the Insider Gaming, and there is a mention that the new Mass Effect might not release until 2029, it's claimed. Now, in a segment of the Game Mess Mornings, Jeff Grubb went off against BioWare's timelines, stressing that even though teasers are being posted as recently as yesterday, was a few days ago at this point, it could be 2029 before we see the new Mass Effect game released. This was backed up by the comparison against Dragon Age Dreadwolf, which was revealed back in 2018 and still doesn't exist. In fact, it was recently delayed and is expected that it won't be released until maybe next year. So there's a little bit more regarding this, the galactic delay. It was revealed as a part of the Dreadwolf's delays that Mass Effect next title will also be impacted by a pushback. Recently, BioWare celebrated the N7 Day, an unofficial tribute day for Mass Effect on the November the 7th, which is a direct reference to N7 brand that featured in the game, which typically is a codename handed to a special forces soldiers of the highest skill set. So here's a exact quote that's been mentioned by Grubb himself. This game is just nowhere near coming out. I was told when they revealed the Dragon Age Dreadwolf in 2018. This is similar in terms of that timeline. That was announced in 2018 and it's not expected until next year. Now, do the math for that. We're not getting this game, Mass Effect, until 2029. My goodness, this is insane. So, even though we don't know, actually, now that I think about it, we really don't know much about the Dreadwolf. We don't even have a proper trailer for it, at least the gameplay trailer. Now, we did get a few teasers and stuff like that, and a few tidbits of information. I'm not even certain that they were even, confirmations in terms of coming from BioWare themselves. And on top of that, we cannot forget a continuous failures that BioWare had in terms of the Mass Effect Andromeda and of course the disaster of Anthem. And even though they had incredible possibilities, right? A incredible potential. But that's just it, an incredible potential. So Dreadwolf, I'm curious to see what it's got in store. I did hear that it's going to be a little bit differences comparing to what we should expect from Dragon Age, and it's going to be more closer towards a third-person perspective similar to God of War. Now that really got me pumped, to be honest with you. I'm very much interested to see how they can actually pull that off. But, you know, obviously I'm not expecting it to be in similar quality as God of War, my goodness. But yeah, but Mass Effect, 4 or 5 in this case, right? In 2029, my goodness, why are you teasing this now if you don't know when it's even coming out? Now, it's also possible that they're just simply having a little bit of a celebration of N7, right? Like on November the 7th, 2023, and they just want to, you know, just kind of showcase this thing, and that they have got this lithograph on sale. You can pick it up for yourself. Like I said, I'll have an unboxing for it as soon as I can, as soon as it reaches me anyway. But I'm just worried that, like, why or what is the point of teasing or announcing these games that they're in the works for like 5 years? All of us have to wait. This is ridiculous, you know. This is exactly why I hate when games getting announced so darn early. 2 years. That's the maximum you're allowed. 2 years. PlayStation does it, and I think they do it well. Now, even though some of their games actually has been delayed a few times as well. Well, wasn't even delayed, but was announced just simply too early. For example, like Death Stranding, even though we can't say that's a first-party game, but, you know, Death Stranding was announced in 2016, I believe so. But then it came out at the end of 2019. So you see 3 years at that point. But still, usually, PlayStation games, 2 years, that's when usually they making the announcement, showcase like a logo or tease, and that's it. You wait another year, you get a proper trailer, you wait yet an additional year, then we're gonna get a full marketing just going crazy. All the things will be revealed right then and there with the gameplays and everything like that, and then the release of the game coming out a few months later. And it's awesome, right? But it's no problem because, well, we're kind of used to it. But 5 years, mind you, that's not normal. This is too darn long, and perhaps also you didn't redeem yourself to actually warranting us to be excited for this title. The only reason I'm excited, a lot of people are excited, because the name and the IP, right? Dragon Age, the IP, the name, it's there. People love those games. And of course Mass Effect, it's the name, it's there, the IP. And that's why the nostalgia will be the main factor of this excitement that BioWare is finally making. Because mind you guys, BioWare is non-existent. Pretty much no developer that stuck around that were in the development from BioWare's games like Mass Effect 1 and 2. Because, well, like I said, a lot of people have left. There's been a layoff, and there's also continuous failures. And yet, just developers went on their way. Some of them, they were retired, and some others just moved on to different titles and different adventures, as people like to call it. And as such, they genuinely need to redeem themselves with Dragon Age Dreadwolf. And if they cannot actually, make a good game out of the Dragon Age IP, well, what kind of excitement can we expect from Mass Effect? Well, the next Mass Effect presumably will be coming in 2029. Absolutely insane just to think about that again. 6 years. 6 years, mind you. My goodness. That is a scary thought. Alright guys, I still wanted to have a little bit of discussion regarding this. It's just so annoying for these early announcements, and just like you're waiting years upon years upon years, and when they do come out, they're a complete damn disappointment. My goodness. Alright guys, like and subscribe. See you guys all later. Have a wonderful day.